The Zephyrin scout ship descended through Earth's atmosphere with the grace of a falling leaf, its adaptive hull shimmering as it adjusted to the planet's peculiar electromagnetic signature. Inside, Scout Commander Thexrau studied the readouts with 3 of his 7 eyes, the others monitoring various ship functions simultaneously. Preliminary scans complete, his neural interface whispered directly into his consciousness. Planet classification, death, threat level, extreme. Thexrau S. mandibles clicked in amusement. Every planet the Galactic Council discovered seemed to earn that designation lately. They were becoming paranoid in their old age. He'd been scouting worlds for 40 cycles, and nothing had ever truly challenged a being of his evolutionary superiority. The ship touched down in what the primitive locals called the Mojave Desert. Thexrau S sensors detected to human life forms approximately 3 kilometers away, well within safe observation distance. He extended his collection appendage through the airlock, eager to gather samples of this dangerous world. The sand felt strange beneath his sensory pads, warm, granular, unremarkable. He scooped a handful and prepared to return to his ship when he noticed something odd. The sand was moving, not all of it, just the grains touching his exodermal layer. They seemed to be vibrating, shifting, almost as if pain exploded through his nervous system. Thexrau shrieked and dropped the sand, but it was too late. Where his appendage had touched the earth sand, his flesh was dissolving. No, not dissolving, being consumed. The microscopic organisms in the sand, dormant and seemingly harmless, had detected foreign organic matter and activated with terrifying efficiency. Impossible, Thexrau gasped, stumbling backward toward his ship. Sterilization protocols should have, but Earth's bacteria didn't care about protocols. They'd been evolving for billions of years in the most competitive environment in the known galaxy, and they recognized food when they touched it. 3 kilometers away, Daniela lowered her binoculars and turned to Jameson. "Did you see that? The ship?" Jameson adjusted his desert hat, squinting against the afternoon sun. "Yeah, looks like we've got another one," Daniela sighed. This was the 3rd scout ship this month. The Galactic Council really needed to update their database. "Should we help?" "Probably." Jameson started walking toward the distressed alien. "Before the sand gets too far." They found Thexrau collapsed 50 meters from his ship. 3 of his 7 eyes glazed over in shock. His appendage was half dissolved, and the earth bacteria were beginning to explore other parts of his body with enthusiastic curiosity. "Hold still," Daniela said calmly, pulling out a canister from her field kit. She sprayed a broad-spectrum antimicrobial foam over the affected areas. The bacteria, encountering something that actually fought back, retreated into dormancy. Thexrau S. remaining functional eyes focused on the 2 humans with a mixture of terror and confusion. You live here, on this nightmare planet, born and raised," Jameson replied cheerfully. "Though I'm from Colorado originally, less sand there. More bears." Thexrau S. translator struggled with the concept. "What are bears?" "Oh, you don't want to know," Daniela said, helping the alien to his feet, or what passed 4 feet in his species. "Let's get you patched up properly. The foam will hold for now, but you'll need synthesized antibodies if you plan to stay more than a few hours." They half-carried Thexrau to a nearby research station, one of dozens that the Earth Defense Coalition had established after first contact. The station served a dual purpose: scientific research and alien rescue operations. Turned out that most species in the galaxy had evolved on relatively gentle worlds. Earth, with its aggressive microbiology, extreme weather patterns, and apex predators that hunted for sport rather than just survival, was classified as one of the most hostile environments in known space. Inside the climate-controlled facility, Daniela administered the proper treatment while Jameson filed the incident report. It was routine by now. "You're the 47th scout we've pulled out of trouble this year," Daniela mentioned conversationally as she worked. "Usually it's the water that gets them. You're the first one the sand attacked." "The water is worse?" Thexrau asked weakly. Jameson laughed. "Oh yeah, ocean water especially. It's basically a war zone at the microscopic level. We had a Chloridian scout land in the Pacific last month. Poor guy's exosuit corroded in minutes. The salt water got in and, well, he trailed off diplomatically." Thexrau S. voice held genuine bewilderment. "How did your species survive long enough to develop sentience? Every microorganism on this planet seems designed to consume organic matter with maximum efficiency." "That's kind of the point," Daniela said, finishing her work. "Our immune system isn't just a defense mechanism. It's a full-time military operation. We've been at war with bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites since before we crawled out of the oceans. Our bodies learned to fight back harder than anything tried to kill us. And the sand? Vexrel looked at his bandaged appendage with lingering horror. Extremophiles, Jameson explained. Bacteria that learn to survive in the harshest desert conditions. When they detect organic compounds, they go into feeding frenzy mode. Usually, they eat dead insects and plant matter. You just happen to smell like food. Vexrel was quiet for a long moment, processing this information. Finally, he spoke. The Galactic Council will need to update Earth's threat classification. This isn't just this is a proving ground. We prefer to call it home, Daniela said with a smile. Once you understand the rules, it's not so bad. Everything here is trying to kill everything else. Sure, but that's what makes life so determined, so resilient, so human, Jameson added. Vexrel looked at these two beings who navigated a world of invisible threats with casual confidence, who had evolved to not just survive but thrive in conditions that would kill most galactic species within hours. He understood now why the human ships that had begun appearing in Council space were built with such aggressive redundancies. Why human soldiers trained in environments that seemed deliberately designed to torture them. Why their diplomats approached every negotiation as if preparing for war. They weren't paranoid. They were prepared. Because on Earth, everything, even the sand beneath your feet, was a potential predator. I need to return to my ship, Vexrel said finally. To file my report, we'll escort you, Daniela offered. Wouldn't want you accidentally touching a cactus or something. What's a cactus? Jameson and Daniela exchanged knowing glances. You really don't want to know, they said in unison, as they walked back across the desert. Vexrel made a mental note to recommend that all future contact with humanity should be conducted in orbital stations. Let the humans visit space at least there. The environment wouldn't actively try to digest you. The sand shifted beneath their feet, and Vexrel suppressed a shudder. Somewhere in those billions of microscopic grains, ancient organisms waited patiently for their next meal, honed by eons of evolution into perfect, patient predators, and the humans walked through it barefoot. Humanity. Fuck yeah indeed. The end.